Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're talking about what is the difference between a coin and a token. Now, in recent time, I believe you have been hearing about a coin, token. Some say, I want to buy this coin. Some say I want to buy this token. What exactly are they trying to say? What exactly is the difference? So, in this video, we'll be diving deep to explain these things and their similarities and their differences also. Now, first of all, I'm going to start with a coin. Now, uh, a coin is like okay, like we used an estate the other time. Now, a coin like this Bitcoin is like an estate. Okay, an estate. I don't know if that's the. Okay, yeah, it's like an estate. But now this estate needs something that runs through it or around it to make it work efficiently or make payment transaction. So a coin is derived. Now, one thing I want you to notice in a coin is that a coin is on its own has its own blockchain. You see, a coin possesses its own blockchain where it works, the estate, okay, the network where its own network that operates around it. That's how a coin works, okay? This is vital in basically when you are investing. It's really nice you differentiate between a coin and a token. Okay, now I think I have something here. Now, is that a coin is a digital currency similar to physical currency. A coin operates on its own blockchain with its own protocol. A coin are purely used as a source of payment. Okay, now a coin is being, like we said, an estate. Now, this vehicle that runs around this estate for transaction is the coin. Why the coin now has its own estate, okay, and now this coin now is being used as the vehicle to run around the estate. Now let's go back to token now. Now with token, I think I didn't give an example. Now example of a coin is like Bitcoin. There's this new Cardona. It's a coin. They are coins because they have their own estate. They have their own blockchain network, which this coin, the new Cardona, they are running in that network or used as a payment system or method to in that network, in the whole transaction run in that network. So now what I'm trying now, well, let's talk about token now. Token is like you uh is like a car created uh or okay, let's use this now. In that estate, houses are being built under that estate, or tagging or using the name of that estate as an identity. So these houses uses comes up with another payment system. Now this payment system are known as this token. In a literal or a more literal form explanation, tokens are built under this blockchain networks. Tokens are built under this blockchain networks. The first to start with this is the Ethereum blockchain, which so many other applications could be built under it. But now we have seen so many other blockchain possessing the same characteristics as this Ethereum. So Ethereum now is giving so many people license, and is an open source blockchain protocol that so many people can come and build a token that they could use for their businesses, for their website, for whatever purpose they have created this uh, uh, token for payment method, token payment method for. Now, what I have here is I say it says uh, a token is a digital asset issued on a particular project. A token doesn't operate on its own blockchain; it uses another blockchain network. Tokens are used for payment, digital contract, and all that. Now, these tokens now, what it means is that they cannot operate alone. They do not possess the characteristics to be able to operate under their own network. They do not have their own network, first of all. Now I create a company, I want to create a payment method for that company, and I don't need to go build my own blockchain again. So I just utilize the blockchain that is already built and use from there now to create my token, my payment system. Okay, you see the difference now. Okay, I know you get it. I know you get it. So now, uh, now these tokens now are now used as a payment system or investment protocol, or investment, what should I say, investment criteria for my company, investment scheme, or yeah, investment, like a type of investment in my company or for my company. That's if you want to have some shares in my company, you buy some token of my company. But this token wasn't created on my own blockchain. I created it from another blockchain, another network, meaning another type of miners will validate the transaction I will be having. Okay, in my token. Okay, I think it is clearer now. So let's dive deep more on this token and uh, uh, all this token and coin. First of all, I think let's talk about token. Now, what exactly is this token? Now, token are programmable digital units of value that are recorded on a distributed ledger protocol such as a blockchain. We talked about this earlier. Now, the Ethereum requests for comment token standard are built upon and utilize the Ethereum blockchain. Now, there is what we call the Ether token that runs the Ethereum blockchain. Let's move on. Now, in this token, there's what called the non-fungible token, and there's what called the fungible token. Now, these non-fungible token. They basically are like a unique thing you created or you create. So since you create this unique thing, it really doesn't have any place in the market in which you can sell it, or you can put it out for sale or whatever. So because of this, so the blockchain system, basically the not only Ethereum blockchain is the one practicing, or practicing this NFT marketplace, or bringing it, unveiling the value or whatever. I mean the value of NFTs. So uh, other blockchains are doing it, but I want us to focus on this Ethereum blockchain, because they are the one that started it. I think they are the one leading the whole thing now. So these non-fungible tokens they have become like something like an investment type of thing right now, which basically they are kind of not investment, or but because of the way the nature it has become is somehow like that now. So I want us to really understand this non-fungible tokens. Now, non-fungible tokens are like uh, you know unique music now, or let's leave music for I basically use art, for example. no, now I design something unique. I design because now it's unique and it's original, it's first class. So I really don't want. I want to sell it, but there is basically no standard or a set of marketplace for me to be able to sell it. Okay, so but uh, uh, uh w- but now there is now something called there is now a kind of uh, uh, the NFT now is kind of creating like a marketplace for such type of should I call it asset? Yeah, now it's called asset or some type of material or work. It's because NFT is like you copywriting whatever you have, meaning it is that art I created. That is the only type of art that will ever exist in the whole world. That type. So it is the only original type. So whatever other type that comes in is a fake. So now NFT is helping us, to kind of originate things or copyright things. No, I use the copyright things like so that you get the clearer picture of what I'm trying to say. So whether be it an artwork or a music or a game or maybe you coded a game and you wanted so these are unique things that you cannot separate them, unlike the fungible tokens in which you can separate them. The fungible tokens are like Bitcoin, in which I can bring about, I can send you 100 Bitcoin for you to pay me back, and you can pay me like first of all you can pay me 50, then later you send me 50. So it's splittable. But in this NFT, when you are buying it or when you are selling it as a whole because it's unique. Nobody can separate, nobody can share it, nobody can copy it, or so you are making it unique. I want you to really understand this NFT because it's something that is booming the market currently. Okay, everybody is talking about it. Everybody want to go into it, and everybody want to buy it. So when we'll be talking about the investment cost, we'll be talking about the type of NFT you should be thinking about because so many people now have bought many trash, and because some people have sold like one NFT could have sold up to like $400,000. Yeah, just one piece of art or piece of game or like picture, because the picture is unique. Remember, I said something. I said so many people now, because they are interested in that art or in that creative material you have, because it's unique. So if many people now have interest in it, that is what gives that NFT or the art or whatever you have created. That is what gives it value. So when they are bidding for it now, it gives it value, and the highest bidder takes it up or buys it. So that is how now if you want to if the highest bidder wants to also sell that same NFT, he can also sell it. But now it is just one piece, so he cannot sell half then still have some. Unlike the Bitcoin, which is fungible token, which we can basically I can send you $50 today, then tomorrow I send you another $50, but still is $100 worth of Bitcoin I've sent you. So, but in NFT is quite different. It comes uniquely whole form. You've seen that so many people are now adopting the NFT so badly. Many people think NFT is though NFT is going to take control of almost everything from the music to art and all this, but it's something I believe it's a growing adoption, and that the way crypto is being taken now, all part of it will be taken. So now we have the NFTs, which is the non-fungible tokens now, and we also have the fungible tokens. We also have the utility tokens. Now we'll be talking about these tokens for like a GIF now. Okay, now this non fungibility is a desired asset when your token is a collectible and gains its value from its uniqueness. While fungibility is a good or asset, interchangeability is a good interchangeability with other individual goods or asset of the same type. I think okay. I made more clearer explanation to this. Now let me just say a little bit of this non fungible token. Now non fungible tokens, they only gain value, or they derive their value system from their uniqueness. So why do I say their uniqueness? Because they only exist of that kind. Just like a music, nobody is going to should I say music or art? Okay, let's start for the music. Let's use music for example. Now nobody's gonna sing exactly the same type of song. Should I say art? Let's use an art for example. Let's say I got an image of certain kind of unique sculpture that I just designed. You see, so nobody now is going to make exactly that kind of sculpture. It is now unique on its own. So if people have so much interest because of his uniqueness or his beauty or his design of that sculpture or the art I created, so now because it has only existed at only that space or uh uh that uh that way. So because of this, now I put interest, another people put interest, like most people or many people put interest in that same sculpture or the art I created. So now this gives it or makes it gain value as an NFT. You get a point? So now let's understand what a fungible token means. For example, you suppose, you suppose you borrowed. For example, suppose you borrow $100 note from a friend, and now you want to pay back that $100 from this friend, and you really don't want to like give him back that $100 note note. Sometimes you want to pay like a $50, a $20, a $10, and $10 or $20, just like that, and or just join all together, and when you count it together, it's already $100, right? $100. So this is what we're trying to say. Now let's read through because I don't want to put you lost to you. I'll give you some. Now, in fact, you can give your friend now $250 notes. Okay, like we said, it will be perfectly fine because it's still the same. Is amounting to the same currency or the same note or the same amount for most part. Now, fungible tokens now are divisible and are not unique. Now, this fungible token we are talking about now, what I think I don't need to read all these things, and I don't need to do it. If you have, just get a book, study, read it, and explain all these things. Explain. So, but what what we're trying to talk about, the fungible token, is that fungible tokens are not like the non-fungible tokens that exist uniquely. These ones now you can use them to pay for things, for you can add them, exchange them between each other. uh what is the perfect example for this? uh let's say I sent you one one Bitcoin, or should I say one Bitcoin? Let's say I sent you $50 Bitcoin, and I lend you rather. So you're gonna pay me back, right? So now, if you wanna pay me that $50 Bitcoin, what of Bitcoin? $50 worth of Bitcoin. So if you wanna pay me back now, you can send me like a $20 Bitcoin first of all, $30 Bitcoin later on. It's still the same $50 you have sent me. So for this reason, it is now made fungible. Okay. Now this is how it works. Now, uh, I don't know if I should read through, but I don't see any reason for reading through because I already made the explanation very clear. It's clearer than all around here. Uh, Now, the more widely regarded and acceptable a specific currency is, more people will use it. It's a fact, and hence its more perceived value will be. Uh, you see, that's how crypto gains value. When more adoption comes into place in that certain currency, uh, you start seeing it gains more value. Now, that is even in much in normal currency, almost all currency. That's how it works. The supply and demand stuff. That's how it works. Uh, so now, if payment is one of the main utility of the token that is that you are interested in, then you can check whether the token is fungible or is non-fungible. Now, I want us to focus now on what exactly now is utility tokens. Now, utility tokens is still a kind of token. What? Yeah, currency, cryptocurrency rather. We talked about tokens earlier. So this cryptocurrency, they are represented access to a product or services, hence their name, the utility tokens. Now, what are utility tokens? Utility tokens are like uh, company owned tokens. Maybe many exchanges now, or many crypto exchanges now, have created their own crypto tokens. But they are called utility tokens. Why? Because these tokens identify the company. Okay, it represents their product or their company's services. Most times, if the companies want to charge you fees, you pay the fees with their token. You transact around the company with that token. Hence, it is called this utility tokens. Okay, I think it is much clearer now. You find out that many companies nowadays have gotten or have created utility tokens. Still, mind you, tokens do not own their own blockchain. We talked about that earlier. You see, tokens depend on another blockchain to survive. Okay, they operate under another blockchain network. Okay, I think that I wanted to just make that clear so we understand how these tokens work. These are essentials because of when you want to invest or when you want to buy some certain coin or tokens, so that you understand what exactly you are investing in or you're buying, so that you don't just get then you just miss them up altogether just because you're looking for profit and you don't even understand what you're buying. So this is something significant. Now, These tokens or utility tokens combine multi-purpose. They are combined multi-purposes for multi-purpose use. They are integrated into existing protocol uh, and used to access their services and products. So to easily understand how they fit into the blockchain ecosystem, we need to really understand how this Ethereum platform helps in all these things. We can think of an operating system on top of which an application. Okay, now if for us to understand how these utility tokens or these non-fungible tokens or fungible tokens are being created, we need to understand how where they are being created from. Okay, now we use Ethereum platform for example, or the Ethereum blockchain for example, but there are more operating system, or there are more should I say more blockchain networks that are covering these they are covering this that are making sure these blockchains or these what should I say, creating application under them possible. So it is basically not only Ethereum that is making this work or making this possible. So now let us using Ethereum as an example, Ethereum blockchain or Ethereum network or the Ethereum protocol as an example. Let's just take for instance how these tokens come into existence. First of all, there's something called the smart contract that is between the programmer, yeah, the developer of this token. There must be a developer. You remember, every cryptocurrency, even coins are cryptocurrency, tokens are cryptocurrency. No matter the kind of tokens, they are all cryptocurrency. And we said initially, while defining cryptocurrency, they are unique, or they are line or programmable lines of code that have monetary value, right? Okay, if that is so, now we are creating to create a token. Now you are creating, or you are programming, or creating some codes from this blockchain, some unique specific lines of code using a method or a process called the smart contract. Now the smart contract exists in this blockchain. It helps you to be able to uh, make specific contract between the blockchain and you as a developer creating or writing the line of this code for this token. Okay, now this developer can equally build something called decentralized application, games, whatever it is, uh, utilizing this Ethereum blockchain. Remember, we're using Ethereum blockchain as an example. So now the for you to be able to create whatever you're creating in Ethereum platform, you have to possess or use or make use of their token called the Ether, or rather their coin called the Ether, that is being used as a payment system in the platform or in the network or in the blockchain uh, protocol. Okay, I don't know if that is clear, but I believe it is clear. Now, I want us to understand more on this Ethereum or Ethereum platform and creating all these what's it called uh, tokens. Now, this is why the decision was taken to standardize the rules that govern the token underlining architecture. Okay, now for you to create a token under this Ethereum platform, they had to make a certain rule that every developer must meet up to in order for you to be able to create a token. Now, these set rules are called the ERC 20. Now, that is how we got the ERC 20 token. If you want to create a token from the Ethereum platform, this is a token you have to use to be able to run the transactions. So these rules are that every token created on the platform must have a total supply. It must have a balance of, means it must keep track of the balance in each user's wallet. Okay, and each token must allow the owner send a specific amount to another address. Now, these all, okay, let's take more. Uh, every token created on Ethereum platform must transfer from, or this means that it must allow a smart contract to automate the transfer process and send a given amount of token on behalf of the owner. This means that maybe I want to send how do say this, the transfer process being automatic, smart contract. Let's say I want to send, or I'm in an exchange. Okay, now I'm working, or I'm trading in an exchange with my token, right? Now this token, now Ethereum platform wants this token to allow the use of smart contract to automate whatever transaction or trading I am making with this exchange on behalf of me, the owner, or and you, the creator of that token. I don't know if this makes sense to you. I'm trying to make it more simpler to to the extent for you to just grab it all. So now this Ethereum platform wants it to be approved first. So before your withdrawals, okay, approve the withdrawal of token from the owner's address to the receiving address. It also guarantees that nobody could create more token out of nothing, keeping the supply under control. This means that uh, before you withdraw your token from your own address, let's say after creating a token, before you must withdraw your token from your own address or sending it to whoever you're sending it to, it must be approved by the Ethereum network. Okay, uh, that is one of the conditions the Ethereum platform give, and this is vital because without the network, or the protocol, or the blockchain verifying your transaction, I think there will be need for a double spend problem. And the issue cryptocurrency was created was to one of the reasons basically was to counter the problems of double spend problem, to counter the problem of double spending. Okay, now they also gave another condition, which is the allowance. Make sure it makes sure that the owner has at least as many token as the amount set in the approved function. The transaction added to the blockchain has been proved valid. What does this mean? What does this mean? It makes sure the owner has at least as many token as the amount set in the approved function. What does this mean? Now, allowing the some people to have more than what they have actually, uh, you know, maybe the supply, or the total supply of the token a developer was creating, or let's say 2000. Okay, now, and after creating the 2000 uh token, uh you see many people, because of one or two reasons, they wants to create more. Okay, create more tokens out of thing, uh, adding it to what exactly they have on board. So this rule now makes sure that the creator of that token at least has many tokens as amount set in the approved function. meaning like that 2000 they have created now, they must have up to that 2000, not less, not higher. Okay, if they say they want 2 million, that is the 2 million they will have forever. Okay, not more, not less. Okay, so these are some of the rules that I think uh what's it called, the Ethereum network, and more networks have their own rules if you want to create your token under them. I think in this book I talk about how you can create your own crypto or your own coin, basically creating your own coin or your own token, basically having your own blockchain and all that tokens. Now, first of all, these fungible tokens, uh, they are another token of the same type. Uh, okay, another token of this same type can replace one another. Another token of the same type can replace another token, one token. It seems contradicting to what I'm reading to you. That's why I wanted to focus. But I'm saying the same thing. Okay, I'm saying the same thing. What does this mean? This means that another token of the same type can replace one another. Okay, let's use Bitcoin for example. I can use Bitcoin to buy another coin, another token, uh, but I cannot use that token to buy Bitcoin. Does this make sense? Does it make sense? Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So meaning, if I create my company now and I create a token that governs the company, or that shareholders or investors come in using to invest in that company. Now, those shareholders can use Bitcoin to buy a coin, to buy my token. Okay, this means that another token of the same type can replace one token. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Okay, now another type or example of this is that maybe another token was created in the same way. Maybe I created my own Ethereum, my own token from the Ethereum blockchain. And another person for my company, another person created his own for Ethereum, his own token in the Ethereum, through the Ethereum network or the Ethereum blockchain. Now we can basically exchange each other's token as long as we work or operate in the same Ethereum platform. We can both exchange it to each other. That's another token of the same type can replace one token. I don't know if this makes sense. I believe it makes sense. Okay, please make sure it makes sense to you. Okay, I have a token that I have created for my wallet, for my company, and someone else has created another token for his own company, but we are using the same source, which is the same blockchain. This means that we can swap each other's token. It's possible that we can swap each other's, we can replace each other for another. Okay, and that is how it works. And let's move on. The underlying rules, these are the properties of a fungible token, by the way. There's all called the fungible tokens, remember, the non-fungible tokens and the utility tokens. Okay, I think the underlying rules now that are governing the 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 tokens are the same. This means that the coin or the token that my friend created for his company, and the one that I created for my company, using the same network, using the same blockchain, using the same Ethereum blockchain, all the rules that governs his and mine are all the same. That is the property of the fungible token. Now, this fungible token, like we said, they are divisible, meaning w- w- I can when I lend, or let's say I lend a $50 to my friend, he can send me like $10, $10, $10, just like that. It's divisible. Okay. uh, there's this token called Thatcoin. Okay, and this token was created from the Ethereum blockchain, the ERC20, the Ethereum request comment 20. So it was created under that standard. So now, if I learn about 50,000, $50 worth of that tart coin to my friend, he can send me uh uh though that token is a utility token, but I'm using it for an example. It can send me like uh uh you know i- let's say $50, send me like $10 today. Tomorrow it can send me, so it is divisible. That is the property they are trying to convey to us here, that the fungible token have. Okay, now uh many cryptocurrency are based on this, or have been created on this ERC20 standard, or Ethereum request for comment 20 standard, or yeah, standard. Okay, this or Omasgo and Argo, and most of these currency has been created there. These are tokens, by the way. Okay, I want you to understand the difference. Okay, remember the Ethereum had upgraded to Ethereum 2.0, and most of all these disadvantages is basically this the slow transaction is basically not there anymore. And one thing I want you to understand is that the ETH, or the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade, is still not in full standard. So now, the non-fungible token. This is an upgrade, that one of the upgrade that Ethereum did to their platform, uh, to make sure there's somehow a fast transaction, and some other qualities for their not for those that will create non-fungible tokens using their platform, but using their network. Many people have found Ethereum a useful source to create whatever they are creating, the decentralized app, games, and all whatever they are creating. Even I think many. Okay, yeah, yeah. So now, what exactly is this ERC? ERC 721. Now the ERC 721, the ERC 7.1 token standard helps create non-fungible tokens. The ERC 20 helps create the apps or cryptocurrencies. Okay, tokens. Yeah, tokens. But the ERC 721 help create fungible tokens are there. Above. Then the ERC 721 help create non-fungible token for using the Ethereum blockchain network, and we talk about what these non-fungible tokens are, right? So these are really unique cryptocurrencies that gains their value because of their uniqueness and all that. So the ERC 721 tokens are non-fungible. Okay, each token is unique and has its own code. Okay, meaning when you're creating a non-fungible token, uh, it's very unique. Okay, I think many people will rush into this NFT or the non-fungible token without having a basic knowledge of how it really works and what it really is all about. I think John Cena sold his own NFT sometime. He called it catastrophe because I think he really basically don't really know how it really works, because if he really knows how it works, I think he should, he should make something reasonable rather than 20 something $1,000 for those some of his stuff. So now, I think it is really catastrophic because of the way things went out, yeah, for him. Now, these are unique code that is being created with this. It said they are has led to a burgeoning market for crypto collectibles, including trading cards, digital artworks, uh, many more. Not only all this, there's so many more. I think in the investment part, I talk about these NFTs more. So, firstly, for us to understand this more, it's easier to develop to make the transition. Developers rather, it's easier for developers to make this the transition. They won't have to learn a host of new things because it's a unique thing they just want to create. Now it's a life. He said these are the reasons or similarities for the two reasons. These similarities exist for two reasons. The ERC 20 and the 7 ERC 721, uh they have similarities, and these, I think, few similarities, just these two few similarity between them. I think there are like more. I think some more, but the first one is that the developers, uh it's easier for developers now to make transition from the ERC 20 to the ERC 721. They don't have to learn a new ways to go about creating these NFTs anymore. Now it makes life much easier for users who can store. So let's now go now. In the second one, it makes life easier for users who can store these tokens in ordinary wallet and trade them on exchanges. It's pretty much the same thing with the ERC 20, because the ERC 20, they are tradable and they can be stored in the Ethereum wallet or whatever wallet they have been created for. And it's also the same thing with the NFTs. They are similar. They have so much similarities. Okay, the RSC 20 function. I think I'll advise you get this book. I think this isn't what we're going to go deep down into. The Ethereum standard for the non-fungible tokens. These are the upgrades that Ethereum network has made up to, and just not all of them like this. I think this protocol has not been created or upgraded yet, or launched, or you know the mainnet or whatever. But many of them has not this also. So these are the Ethereum upgraded for the 2.1 for to make the Ethereum network more efficient. We talked about that earlier. So now, what are the disadvantages of these non-fungible tokens? First of all, the ERC 721 token standard is still relatively new to developers and to people, meaning creating it is pretty new, and not everyone knows how or how to go about creating these NFTs. But it's pretty easy, and if you're a developer and you really have your way with the NFT ERC 20, I think you still can do it, but it's still one of the disadvantage, okay, of of the whatever the what am I saying, of the ERC 721. So now, what is that? Another disadvantage is that the fungible token are divisible, but the ERC 20 simply can't be divided or must be bought or sold whole. Is still, that is what the NFT token is all about. You see, it has its uniqueness. It is not divisible. If you want to buy an NFT, you have to buy it, and that is why NFT costs much. You can imagine. I think I've heard about or seen NFT sold about $23 million, man, and no single, wow, it's mighty. I'm telling you, yeah, it's really, and in the future it could be sold more than that. You can imagine how crazy that is. So this is one of the reasons why it happens that way. Okay. So now, what are the advantages of these NFTs? They are significant. They are unique. Oh, okay. Let me read through before. Now, the ERC 721 standard can be a way with with which every significant asset could be tokenized on a blockchain, on a public blockchain or hybrid blockchain. Hybrid blockchains, simply those are private blockchains like the IBM blockchains, and I think some companies have created their own hybrid blockchain and all that. private blockchain rather. So with what am I saying? The IRC 20 standard can be a way with which every significant asset could be tokenized, whether on the blockchain, on the public or private blockchain, with a complete immutability and security. An advantage for this is that if you can create your own unique token. Okay, you can create your own unique token, either on the public or the private blockchain, using the Ethereum or using the hybrid or the whatever blockchain you're using. Now, with complete immunity, meaning immutability, meaning it cannot be altered, it cannot be changed, it cannot be divided, and it's very secure. No one can steal it. Okay, no one can hack into it. So it's one of the advantages. Secondly, I think I took only two advantages, but there are more advantages. But this is one of the most important ones I just want you to know. Now, non-fungible tokens can be designed with way more resources than available to most during that time. Users can do this, adding extra context and more information to the asset metadata. Okay, this is contrary to what the fungible tokens or utility tokens can do. Now, this is telling us that later on, if you want to add some certain things to your fungible or your NFT tokens, you can do it. Okay, but do uh uh what's it called, the other tokens is pretty much not uh possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not possible. It's pretty not possible. Really, really not possible. I think here we talked about the blocks. Blocks are data or lots of data connected to each other, forming the the chains. Okay. Okay, let's read through though. Don't want to speak too much about this. Now, it says the term blocks refers to computer files that store transaction data. Now, these blocks are arranged in line sequence that form an endless chain of blocks, hence, it is called the blockchain. I think it's quite a unique way to explain blockchain. But do you understand what this is talking about? I believe so. I believe not. Okay, now what here is trying to say here is so much data or entry. You agree with me that cryptocurrency are all about confirmation and data entries. Now, the blocks are the data, are the entries. Okay, the immutability is the characteristics that the chain has. Okay, now the blocks is one data, another block 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 is one data, and all these data are arranged together. They are stored in line, connected to each other. Okay, in a sequence. That's why it is termed blockchain. They are chained data that are chained together. Okay, then that's why we call it the blockchain. Data chained together, data stored together with a characteristics of uniqueness. Okay, I just wanted to take a quick you know what's it called helping you understand these things